Meditate. Live purely. Be quiet. Do your work with mastery. Like the moon, come out from behind the clouds. Shine. The past is already gone, the future is not yet here. There's only one moment for you to live, and that is the present moment. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, nor to worry about the future, but to live the present moment wisely and earnestly. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Nothing can harm you as much as your own thoughts unguarded. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it, or who said it, no matter if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. Nothing ever exists entirely alone, everything is in relation to everything else. Praise and blame, gain and loss, pleasure and sorrow come and go like the wind. To be happy, rest like a giant tree in the midst of them all. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you filter it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else, you are the one who gets burned. In the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. Life is like the harp string, if it is strung too tight it won't play, if it is too loose it hangs, the tension that produces the beautiful sound lies in the middle. Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. When you move your focus from competition to contribution, life becomes a celebration. Never try to defeat people, just win their hearts. There are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way, and not starting. Happiness comes when your work and words are of benefit to others. As you walk and eat and travel, be where you are. Otherwise you will miss most of your life. Even as a solid rock is unshaken by the wind, so are the wise unshaken by praise or blame. The fool who thinks he is wise is just a fool. The fool who knows he is a fool is wise indeed. Set your heart on doing good. Do it over and over again, and you will be filled with joy. Resolve to be tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving and tolerant with the weak and wrong. Sometime in your life, you will have been all of these. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act on upon them? Our life is shaped by our mind, we become what we think. Suffering follows an evil thought as the wheels of a cart follow the oxen that draws it. Our life is shaped by our mind, we become what we think. Joy follows a pure thought like a shadow that never leaves. Craving and desire are the cause of all unhappiness. Everything sooner or later must change, so do not become attached to anything. Instead, devote. In the sky, there is no distinction of east and west, people create distinctions out of their own minds and then believe them to be true. A man is not called wise because he talks and talks again, but if he is peaceful, loving and fearless, then he is in truth called wise. If you find someone with wisdom, good judgment, and good actions, make him a companion. It is better to do nothing than to do what is wrong. For whatever you do to yourself. If you know something hurtful and not true, don't say it. If you know something hurtful and true, don't say it. If you know something helpful but not true, don't say it. If you know something helpful and true, find the right time to say it. Sometimes it's better to be kind than to be right. We do not need an intelligent mind that speaks, but a patient heart that listens. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. There is nothing more dreadful than the habit of doubt. Doubt separates people. It is a poison that disintegrates friendships and breaks up pleasant relations. It is a thorn that irritates and hurts, it is a sword that kills. A generous heart, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion are the things which renew humanity. Long is the night to him who is awake, long is a mile to him who is tired, long is life to the foolish who do not know the true law. You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself, and that person is not to be found anywhere. You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. As rain falls equally on the just and the unjust, do not burden your heart with judgments but rain your kindness equally on all. Sit, rest, work. Alone with yourself, never weary. On the edge of the forest live joyfully, without desire. Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot at least we learned a little, and if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick, and if we got sick, at least we didn't die, so, let us all be thankful. Like a beautiful flower that is colorful but has no fragrance, even well-spoken words bear no fruit in one who does not put them into practice. There is a way to be purified, to overcome sorrows and grief, to release suffering, to secure the right path to realize nirvana. This is to be mindful. Whoever has done harmful actions but later covers them up with good is like the moon which, freed from clouds, lights up the world. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. Be a lamp unto yourselves. Work out your liberation with diligence. Fill your mind with compassion. Words do not express thoughts very well, everything immediately becomes a little different, a little distorted, a little foolish. And yet it also pleases me and seems right that what is of value and wisdom of one man seems nonsense to another. Few cross over the river. Most are stranded on this side. On the riverbank they run up and down. But the wise man, following the way, crosses over, beyond the reach of death. He leaves the dark way for the way of light. I manifested in a dreamlike way to dreamlike beings and gave a dreamlike dharma, but in reality I never taught and never actually came. Our problems are not solved by physical force, by hatred, by war. Our problems are solved by loving kindness, by gentleness, by joy. For those who are ready, the door to the deathless state is open. If you have ears, give up the conditions that bind you and enter in. Thus all things are subject to death, sorrow and suffering. I became aware that I too was of the same nature, the nature of beginning and end. What if I searched for that which underlies all creation, that which is nirvana, the perfect freedom from unconditioned existence? Happiness is a journey, not a destination. Work like you don't need money, love like you never been hurt, and dance like no one's looking. Treat others with respect. How you treat others will be how they treat you. The person who masters himself through self-control and discipline is truly undefeatable. When you like a flower, you just pluck it. But when you love a flower, you water it daily. Endurance is one of the most difficult disciplines, but it is to the one who endures that the final victory comes. Do not be the judge of people, do not make assumptions about others. A person is destroyed by holding judgments about others. Meditation brings wisdom, lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back, and choose the path that leads to wisdom. Aim for success, not perfection. Never give up because you will lose the ability to learn new things. Move forward with your life. To enjoy good health, to bring true happiness to one's family, to bring peace to all, one must first discipline and control one's own mind. If a man can control his mind, he can find the way to enlightenment, and all wisdom and virtue will naturally come to him. The world is a looking glass. It gives back to every man a true reflection of his own thoughts. Rule your mind or it will rule you.